Thus he read, and ever in the reading lords and dames wept, looking often from his face who read to hers which lay so silent, and at times so touched were they, half thinking that her lips, who had devised the letter, moved again. Then freely spoke Sir Lancelot to them all, My lord liege Arthur, and all ye that hear, know that for this most gentle maiden's death right heavy am I, for good she was and true, but loved me with a love beyond all love in women, whomsoever I have known. Yet to be loved makes not to love again, not at my years, however it hold in youth. I swear by truth and knighthood that I gave no cause, not willingly, for such a love. To this I call my friends in testimony, her brethren and her father, who himself besought me to be plain and blunt, and use, to break her passion, some discourtesy against my nature. What I could I did. I left her, and I bade her no farewell, though, had I dreamt the damsel would have died, I might have put my wits to some rough use, and helped her from herself. Then said the queen, See was her wrath, yet working after storm. Ye might at least have done her so much grace, fair lord, as would have helped her from her death. He raised his head, their eyes met, and hers fell, he adding, Queen, she would not be content, save that I wedded her, which could not be. Then might she follow me through the world, she asked. It could not be. I told her that her love was but the flash of youth, would darken down to rise hereafter in a stiller flame toward one more worthy of her. Then would I, more specially were he, she wedded, poor, estate them with large land and territory in mine own realm beyond the narrow seas, to keep them all in joyance. More than this I could not, this she would not, and she died. He pausing, Arthur answered, O my knight, it will be to thy worship as my knight, and mine, as head of all our Table Round, to see that she be buried worshipfully. So toward that shrine which then in all the realm was richest, Arthur leading, slowly went the marshalled order of their Table Round, and Lancelot sad beyond his wont to see the maiden buried, not as one unknown, nor meanly, but with gorgeous obsequies, and mass and rolling music, like a queen. And when the knights had laid her comely head low in the dust of half-forgotten kings, then Arthur spake among them, Let her tomb be costly, and her image thereupon, and let the shield of Lancelot at her feet be carven, and her lily in her hand, and let the story of her dolorous voyage for all true hearts be blazoned on her tomb in letters gold and azure, which was wrought thereafter. But when now the lords and dames and people, from the high door streaming, break disorderly, as homeward each, the queen, who marked Sir Lancelot where he moved apart, drew near, and sighed in passing, Lancelot, forgive me, mine was jealousy and love. He answered with his eyes upon the ground, That is love's curse. Pass on, my queen, forgiven. But Arthur, who beheld his cloudy brows, approached him, and with full affection said, Lancelot, my Lancelot, thou in whom I have most joy and most affiance, for I know what thou hast been in battle by my side, and many a time have watched thee at the tilt strike down the lusty and long-practised knight, and let the younger and unskilled go by to win his honor and to make his name, and love thy courtesies in thee, a man made to be loved. But now I would to God, seeing the homeless trouble in thine eyes, thou couldst have loved this maiden, shaped, it seems, by God for thee alone. And from her face, if one may judge the living by the dead, delicately pure and marvelously fair, who might have brought thee, now a lonely man, wifeless and heirless, noble issue, sons born to the glory of thy name and fame, my knight, the great Sir Lancelot of the Lake. Then answered Lancelot, fair she was, my king, pure as you ever wish your knights to be. To doubt her fairness were to want an eye, to doubt her pureness were to want a heart. Yea, to be loved, if what is worthy love could bind him. But free love will not be bound. Free love so bound were freest, said the king. Let love be free. Free love is for the best. And after heaven, on our dull side of death, what should be best, if not so pure a love clothed in so pure a loveliness? Yet thee she failed to bind, though being, as I think, unbound as yet, and gentle, as I know. And Lancelot answered nothing, but he went, and at the in-running of a little brook sat by the river in a cove, and watched the high reed wave, and lifted up his eyes, and saw the barge that brought her moving down, far off, a blot upon the stream, and said low in himself, ah, simple heart and sweet, you loved me, damsel, surely with a love far tenderer than my queen's. Pray for thy soul? Aye, that will I. Farewell too, now at last. Farewell, fair lily. Jealousy and love, not rather dead love's harsh air, jealous pride. Queen, if I grant the jealousy as of love, may not your crescent fear for name and fame speak as it waxes of a love that wanes? Why did the king dwell on my name to me? Mine own name shames me, seeming a reproach. Lancelot, whom the Lady of the Lake caught from his mother's arms, the wondrous one who passes through the vision of the night. She chanted snatches of mysterious hymns heard on the winding waters. Eve and morn she kissed me, saying, thou art fair, my child, as a king's son. And often in her arms she bare me, pacing on the dusky mere. Would she had drowned me in it, where'er it be. For what am I? What profits me my name of greatest knight? I fought for it, and have it. Pleasure to have it, none. To lose it, pain. Now grown a part of me, but what use in it? To make men worse by making my sin known, or sin seem less, the sinner seeming great. Alas for Arthur's greatest knight, a man not after Arthur's heart. I needs must break these bonds that so defame me, not without she wills it. Would I, if she willed it? Nay, who knows? But if I would not, then may God, I pray him, send a sudden angel down to seize me by the hair and bear me far, and fling me deep in that forgotten mere, among the tumbled fragments of the hills. So groaned Sir Lancelot in remorseful pain, not knowing he should die a holy man.